covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores! You know, we're still in January, but this type of game feels like March and down the road at the Breslin Center. Awesome game. Grand Rapids Christian, Warren Lincoln, two of the best teams in the state, the two best in Division II, locking horns on a Saturday night at East Kentwood High School. Game 6 out of 7 at the Gotta Get It Classic, and a chance for this to be one of the best of the day. Evan, Chad, alongside the rest of our great crew. All right, Chad, what do we got to know about these two really good teams who have dreams of playing down the road at the Breslin Center in a couple of months?
They're the top two teams. Grand Rapids #1 right now, 9-0, a team that's very dangerous. They got a Toledo commit in the 6'9", Jalen Owinga, a very dangerous wing forward that Todd Kowalczyk is very happy to gain. Meanwhile, it's the Blackwell brothers. It's Moses, it's Marcus, expected to start, but there's some rumors perhaps of both of the best players for this Lincoln club out tonight. And the juniors, what a blow it would be and what a disappointment it would be to not have the Blackwell brothers here tonight. But we understand illness has hit the team, and we're going to expect to see who knows in this ballgame.
Yeah, so we'll find that out. It's that type of year. The weather's changing, and Lord knows it was way too cold outside. Here's what I'm wondering as well. You talk about Owinga, who's one of the best bigs in the state of Michigan. Who else stands out to you on that Grand Rapids Christian lineup that hasn't lost a game yet this year?
I like Willis to try to control the game. Hoosier, another guy. I really like their ball movement, team ability, and the coaching that they've had under Coach Taylor, who's really led them well. They're undefeated. He's been there 12 years. They've got a great program.
Already saw South Christian here at East Kentwood today, and now we see Grand Rapids Christian, which has had all those success over all those years. As for Warren Lincoln, as Chad was just talking about, the Blackwell twins are the focal point. Moses #0, Marcus #2. They are both on the floor. I forget the exact term. They're not the twins that look exactly alike. They're not identical. Moses is 5'8", Marcus is 6'2", but they're going to do a whole lot of everything for the Apes tonight.
These two guys are dynamic, and it does look like they are on the court. And you'll see them along with Barden, Bozeman, and Minor for the Apes.
Two teams that want to play in the Breslin Center in a couple of months. For now, they lock horns at East Kentwood High. Game 6 of the day, it could be our very best. Right inside to Owinga. The future D1 big in the MAC misses the shot, and Kamari Barden's got the rebound.
Barden's a big part of their rebounding efforts at 6'6", a big guard.
Blackwell gives it up. Into the corner it goes to one of the guys into the lineup starting for Warren Lincoln tonight. Blackwell and Blackwell. Moses and Marcus. The best two for Warren Lincoln. And we have a whistle away from the ball.
I think it's a shot clock thing. Good to see both Blackwell brothers playing. Despite the rumors that they may be out, they're going to try to gut it out. They're tough young men. They're going to play tonight. Who knows how long they'll go? Who knows how long ineffective they'll be?
So what actually happened here is the game clock never started. So luckily, our hard-working crew knows exactly what the time should be. It should be 7 minutes and 23 seconds.
And J-Mo's going to make this call. This is Jamie Janssen running the Gotta Get It Classic for the moment and controlling the clock. That's teamwork, Jam. So 7:22 on the clock is what they'll move it to.
Getting all our T's crossed and our I's dotted. Still very on in this game.
We haven't even played a minute. Feels like we've played 10.
Well, that's always slow things down. For better or for worse. All right, remember as well, there's a shot clock here at the Gotta Get It Classic today. So the Abe's got to go, and they didn't get it off in time. We've seen that all day, Chad, in our first 5 games. It takes a few minutes for each team to realize there's a shot clock.
Everybody. It takes time for everybody. Broadcasters, operators, players, everybody learning the shot clock. By game 7, everybody's going to get it. They got to get it.
Well, that's next game, so hopefully we do all get it by the next game.
Oh, it is? Okay. Time flies when you're having fun.
Owinga, tough roll off. First couple of cracks down low, no good for Jalen.
They go to the bell cow early, and make no mistake about it, it's Owinga. He's got a really nice touch despite 0 of 2 from the floor.
This is the other Blackwell, Marcus. Another D1 candidate, holds a bunch of offers. He's been offered by Western Michigan down the road. Inside it got blocked. Nate Johnson, uber athletic.
Nate says, nuh-uh, not happening here and now. This is my side of the state.
But now Grand Rapids Christian goes empty on 3 consecutive trips. That was a careless pass from Quentin Willis.
Game is starving for its first points. 2 minutes in. Little 2-2-1 press.
They break it. Blackwell, Jay, good. There's your first points.
There's the first points. Minute 45 gone by, and that's the smooth stroke of Blackwell, who's showing no signs of being off par.
Johnson on the move, step through into the paint, and the floater to tie it.
He's so athletic and smooth. We saw the quick, elevating ability on the block shot, and we see the soft touch. 2-2-1 press applied.
Breaking it again, Moses to his brother. Marcus got blocked. Nate Johnson is a nuisance down there.
When you have a shot blocker like Nate Johnson and Jalen Owinga, you can afford to gamble and run that press because they were beat. That was 2 points, and Johnson came out of nowhere again.
Goodike for Owinga, trying to work his tail off down low, but give Barden credit. He's also working his tail off down there.
He is undersized, but good effort, position, and wall up.
Feels like both these teams are feeling each other out early, no doubt about that.
Totally.
Corner 3, in and out. Owinga the rebound on the Culliver miss. Up the floor they come. Pull up Jay Willis. Now Warren Lincoln. Blackwell hits the turbo. Moses Blackwell apparently didn't travel. He missed the shot. Johnson for Hooser. Give up, lost the ball. 2-on-1. Blackwell, lob. Oh my goodness, physicality at the rim. Bozeman went up and Goodike was having none of that.
Goodike says, no, sir, that's scary. You don't want to get in a running contest with Lincoln. But how about this recovery and a hard foul up in the air? Nothing dirty, but it's scary. Bozeman went down hard on his back.
Just in case Rick Mahorn or Bill Lambier are watching this game, they're putting a thumbs up to their TV and going, Carter, that looked great. Don't let them dunk on you.
That's right. No, nothing dirty. That's clean. That's good effort. It's just in one of those spots where a guy is in the air without any protection, but nothing dirty at all. First free throw miss, though.
I'll say it because you're all thinking it. I wish we were all cool enough to pull off that hair that Demarion Bozeman's got.
Yeah, that's a good look. He's matching the jersey. It's respect.
I just noticed that shade of red's the same.
It
Even
is.
better.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Goodike, who just committed that hard foul, gets inside and kisses it off the square.
Smooth. Attacked with the left hand, floated in the air, and went back to the right.
Bozeman. Goodike the rebound.
Lincoln just 1 of 6 from the floor to start.
Feels like a prize fight. Both teams feeling each other out. You know they were looking forward to this game since the moment it got announced. Turning the corner and getting inside. Davis off the bench. Pulls for 3. Rebound, Warren Lincoln. Culliver thought he got hit up high.
He did. He got hit on that left side. He's shaking off the cobwebs. 2-3 zone.
They'll try to break it. Bozeman does. Corner 3 down.
That's the zone killer, Evan. And that was a smooth looking stroke. Really like that stroke from Bozeman.
He's got 4 of the 6 points for Lincoln so far. Goodike on the ground, tried to throw it to Owinga. He hasn't found a way to get on the scoreboard yet.
No, and guess what? Lincoln has some good length to them. I mean, they got Culliver at 6'4", Miner at 6'5", Bozeman at 6'5", Lyons off the bench at 6'6". This isn't a team that lacks height, so they can match Owinga a little bit and rim protect.
That corner three will help. Bozeman hit it. You thinking Grand Rapids Christian's going to stick in this zone for a while against Lincoln?
Why not? They've forced them to 2 of 7 from the floor. They've hit 1 3. If they're not hitting their threes and they've proven not to break it, yeah, I think they should. It's been an effective zone. They do play multiple defenses. Coach Taylor will throw a lot of things at you, but the kitchen sink.
Please don't throw the kitchen sink at me. It'll hurt, okay? I'm a delicate flower. Things break, you know?
Oh.
I can't speak for Chad, but I've broken both my wrists twice. So.
I just break sinks. I don't break anything other than sinks and things around the house, unintentionally.
Breaking the pressure and throwing up a shot that was no good, Tyler Davis, but he's rewarded with a trip to the line.
Tyler Davis, reserve guard, coming in off that bench for Coach Taylor. He earns his right to the line. It's been tough treading for these teams, both shooting under 30%. But activity for Davis to get to the rim and draw the foul, as you see there.
Davis was the first sub off the bench tonight for Grand Rapids Christian. 5'10 junior, who also came off the bench last year. Scored just about 4 points per game last year.
Davis hits the goal.
6 up, 5 minutes in. In a game that feels like it's a preview of bigger ones to come for both these teams.
Back to man. We'll see how the Abes adjust.
Marcus Blackwell, a step on Davis, and the fall away Jay is pretty.
He's so strong and confident. Just works his way in that paint. 2 nice mid-range jumpers. 3-level score.
Marcus Blackwell's got half the points for Lincoln. Goodike left alone. Right back to him, following his miss to tie the game.
Followed his shot, powered it up. Nice recovery.
Now both these teams starting to get some shots to fall. Blackwell got his defender in the air. Spinning and losing the ball, Kamari Barden. Oh, no! Johnson threw it ahead, back to Owinga. That was all started by some broken ankles in the backcourt.
And it really ended with Hoosier's pass. That was another star in that star-studded play.
Blackwell, too many steps and a turnover.
Really nice defense. I like this. Tyler Davis off the bench, gets a bucket, gets a stop, forces a turnover. Quick impact off the bench. Here's a look ahead. How about the save by Malachi Hoosier, the senior, to the big boy, J.O.
Owinga inbounds it after that first basket of the night. Big guy, but they like his ability to stretch the floor with the way he can shoot it. We've only seen him down low shooting shots so far tonight.
He'll fit in nice at Toledo. As you know, the Rockets like to spread it and shoot that 3 under Todd Kowalczyk.
Toledo darn good again in the MAC this year. Yeah, it's a travel along the baseline by Malachi Hoosier.
Just the second turnover of the game for Grand Rapids Christian.
And for the Eagles, 14,
The Eagles.
Carl Thompson in for Grand Rapids Christian. Hoosier going to sit.
Been some big-time players in this program for Grand Rapids Christian in years past. Kobe Buffkin and Xavier Tillman, a couple guys we've seen in the G League as of late.
Kobe Buffkin was dropping 30 points on the Cruise last week with College Park, Atlanta's affiliate.
Exactly right. Boy, was he fun to watch.
10 on the ticker. Shot clock tonight as part of the Gotta Get It Classic. Bozeman in the corner. That's the second time he's knocked that shot down.
It's a great set. Beautiful dial-up by Coach Wydell Henry, the former Pride of Pershing.
Wydell Henry, one of those coaches that'll make you sweat anytime he's roaming the sidelines.
Oh, yeah.
Step back three. No good. Big rebound, Marcus Blackwell.
He's a good man. 7 Mile and Ryan raised him.
Abe's trying to find some space. Oliver throws out to Moses Blackwell. Davis checking Blackwell here. Blackwell from a long way away.
How about it? Little bro Moses with a hit from the field house. That's where Austin Sonnenberg parked my car.
No good on the other end for Nate Johnson. Grand Rapids Christian hasn't lost yet this year, but Warren Lincoln making them sweat in a primetime matchup on a Saturday night. Two of the best in Michigan, Black and Horns, and the Abes lead early.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to fix my feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Grand Rapids Christian, as Chad was just talking about a couple of minutes ago, man, they have had some really good basketball players over the year. Xavier Tillman, just one of the many who have walked the halls there and led to a lot of success on the court. This year they've been led by Jalen Owinga, big number 32, who's going to go play some college ball down the road at Toledo. High dreams, high aspirations for this team, Chad, but all they can think about tonight is another team with high aspirations in front of them. Warren Lincoln looked really good in that first quarter.
Yeah, Lincoln out of the MAC in Metro Detroit, out of Macomb County, showing out on the west side tonight.
Bozeman throws it over to Rashad Clements, one of the guys off the bench for Lincoln. Marcus Blackwell, 4 points in the first quarter. Had to bounce it to Barden, and the lefty was way off. It's actually out of bounds, off of Nate Johnson for Grand Rapids Christian. A break.
It was. They did call a shot clock violation to overrule that late. Sorry about that. I motioned the other way, and then they changed the call. Shot clock violation. We've seen a few of those starting to play in this tournament.
A friendly reminder for you, if you don't watch a ton of Michigan high school basketball, there is no shot clock usually, but at the Gotta Get It Classic the last couple of years here at East Kentwood, outside of Grand Rapids, they have used a 35-second shot clock. We will get to a day where that is common, but unfortunately it hasn't happened yet.
Next year.
Thompson three, got it.
Christian with a triple. That's their first of the ball game. And it gets them within one with 7 to go.
Lid was on the rim early, but now it's starting to open up. Minor down low, what a move.
How about the spin from the big boy? Where did that come from? Get him some more tosses in the paint on the block. I want some more of that.
Tamarion Minor, O-lineman on the football team. Big dude, 34.
Yeah. Give me him at left tackle.
Swarming defense from Warren Lincoln. Shot clock running down for Grand Rapids Christian. Doesn't matter anymore. Offensive foul.
Yeah, Austin Amponsa came over and illegally screened in an aggressive manner, and he got busted for it.
It's interesting, Chad, to start this second quarter, Owinga's not on the floor for Grand Rapids Christian. Why do you think the big guy is taking a seat here?
It's a great question. He's 1 of 5 from the floor, so that's my only answer. I think just performance. Let them sit, let them watch, let them think, and recover in a nice way, not punishment.
The big man again. Minor got a tough roll off that time. Thompson racing up the floor. Then he lost the ball because he traveled.
It's good ball defense. They got some active kids coming off that bench. That's Rasheed Clements, the junior, with a little bit of pressure from behind. Starting to feel like the Abes want to make a move here. They feel confident on the road. I know it's a neutral site game, but they had a long ways to go this morning. They're alert early.
Bounce pass intercepted. It got tipped by Malachi Hooser, who's back in. And now Malachi tracks it down, bouncing to an open man down low. Austin Ampanza, the flush.
A little emphasis on that rim. A rupture.
That'll get this big crowd going. Our best crowd of the day. Not close on the three. Out of bounds off of Grand Rapids Christian. The bench is saying, you got that one wrong. It should go the other way.
Well, Jason Harris is going to show us the truth here. Coach Taylor objecting respectfully. We'll take another look.
Live, honestly, it looked like it went off Grand Rapids Christian, but that bench had a better look than me. Almost another slip.
They did, and I'm sure it wasn't biased.
Not at all. Not at all.
Active bench, they're into it. Here's another look. Power slam.
Now Warren Lincoln with the ball. Clements driving right with a flourish and drawing contact in between the trees.
I like this Lincoln team and the way they play. They play as a team. There's a lot of willing passers. They're aggressive. They got shooters. They're tough. I see why they're the #2 team in the state. They did lose to Orchard Lake St. Mary's. One of their 2 losses. The other loss was to Port Huron Northern. Kind of a head scratcher. But they beat the pants off of Romeo by 30 on Thursday night.
You know, we've talked all day long, Chad. We see Owinga coming back in for Grand Rapids Christian. This is the type of tournament, this is the type of showcase where you learn a lot about teams. Good, bad, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a similar type deal, maybe specifically for Warren Lincoln, because you're talking about those couple of losses they've already had.
Yeah, they're willing to play the best, and they've been challenged. And they also didn't have one of the Blackwells or both of the Blackwells at one of those losses. Forgive me, I don't know which, but that's been a factor.
Both Blackwells in the lineup tonight. Marcus and Moses have combined for 7 of the 16 points. Big Tamarian Minor working hard down there, but he took too many steps.
That's a tough call. He went from the left block, found his man in the right block, and a beautiful pass. And it's a tough turnover, man. Nice play. I like this. I like this forward.
Owinga back in on the dribble handoff to Thompson. Foul from behind on Barden. That would be the second on '3 in black.
Starting to get a little ticky-tack. This tournament's been called really well so far, and it's no time to get ticky-tacky. It's late at night. People are getting cranky. Maybe me too. But come on, no more ticky-tacks.
One more game to go after this one, by the way. Our nightcap, East Kentwood against East Lansing.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, the home team playing what many believe is the best team in the state.
Many. Some. Most.
And Ponsa fed Thompson, who missed the jumper. Both of these teams have struggled shooting it.
The only reason I've challenged you on that a little bit is because they got the NPR now. You got the AP 10. There's so many rankings. It's an interesting and fun debate.
Hooser on the go. That is a great finish to give Grand Rapids Christian the lead.
Yeah, they had some crafty finishes or what? They've got some athletes. Hoosiers made a nice pass, now a nice finish.
Blackwell. Oh my goodness, he nearly hit another one from a different area code. He's already hit one logo 3 tonight. Quick trigger, Thompson. Halfway down and out, and Ponsa the rebound. Thompson thought about the 3, and it was a bad decision. Turnover, Grand Rapids Christian.
Yep, turnover number 6, says J-Mo.
And for the A's, number 4, Kamari.
Substitution. They're going to check their shooter back in, and this is a guy that's made a huge impact. Leading scorer for most of it, Bozeman, the lefty shooter. Watch him in this near side corner.
It's another look at that heck of a finish for Grand Rapids Christian to give them the lead. 7 different guys have already scored for Grand Rapids Christian tonight. Oh man, Bozeman, that great shooter Chad was just talking about, nearly with an acrobatic finish. Couldn't get the job done though. Turnover. Warren Lincoln with numbers. Ahead, Bozeman, the throwdown.
Oh, the Bozeman. He can do it from deep. He can do it with a dunk and a lot of things in between. Fun run out.
Goodike on the other end. Floater, and he got the shooter's touch.
He's shown a nice soft touch in the paint. Patient jumper there.
Into the front court with Moses Blackwell. Dribbling right, neat in defense. Down low to the big man, Minor. Offensive lineman and part-time basketball player. Marcus Blackwell to Bozeman. Moving right with urgency. Tough shot, no. Grand Rapids Christian rebound and run out. Goodike on the deck. Up he goes, he got blocked. Oh, Bozeman's doing it on both ends. Blackwell, bounce. Minor, blocked. And Ponsa. Now Owinga, the bounce, the lob back. Owinga somehow got that tip to go.
How about that sequence? How fun. Oh, the athletes are shining bright as we near the nighttime in East Kentwood.
3-ball Blackwell to tie the game.
As soon as that shot went up, Coach Johnson said no. He shook his head and it drilled. What a game we've got. Back and forth we go, tied at 21. Blackjack at the Gotta Get It Classic.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Warren Lincoln, widely considered one of the best teams in Michigan. Last year lost in the second round of the D2 playoffs to Warren Michigan Collegiate. There's no shame in that. All 5 of their losses last year by single digits. Tonight, challenging themselves against Grand Rapids Christian, who's answering the challenge. Willis gives them the lead back.
What you talking about, Willis? Big time 3 from the top side, and it unlevels this time.
Inside Bozeman, no good. Marion Bozeman had scored 9 points before that miss, and now a foul on number 4.
I want to go back to that graphic. I don't usually go back to graphics, but this one's special. The Warren Lincoln Abes have a notable alumni by the name of Marshall Mathers. He did drop out in the 11th grade, but he did attend Warren Lincoln, and he is an Abe, and he has 15 Grammys to his credit. That's all.
He's also a diehard Lions fan.
Oh.
I see him celebrating every win. It warms my heart.
He begged Stafford
He did.
to let him win.
He did.
Just let us win. Don't beat us.
Just once.
He was nice.
Bozeman, extra pass into the corner. Good decision. Paid off by Culliver for 3.
This has been a hot corner. What do they call that? Third base? I mean, it's been hot. Lincoln has been hitting it. Closest distance to a three-pointer is that corner.
Coming down the stretch in a tight, hotly contested quarter. Oh, Winga! Oh, my!
Oh, the whip from the wing. The big boy. Rupture in the rim.
He threw that down like he had a problem with the rim. Marcus Blackwell doubled and bouncing it back out. Shot clock and game clock pretty much mirror themselves here. Blackwell getting pestered. Moses throws it away. Grand Rapids Christian on the run. Nate Johnson throw down, wave it off. Offensive foul.
Yeah, good call. Nate pushed off. This is a great call by the official, Andy McKellar. That doesn't count with the dunks. The over-under, it's still at 3.
The fans behind us told us we were going to get more than 6. Yeah, that foul's on Quentin Willis. You can see that. Corner 3, got it off and down. Oh boy. Culliver turns to the Grand Rapids Christian fans and says, sit on down, we got a long way to go.
Back and forth we go to the break. Wow, excitement elevating. They got to get a classic.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Welcome back to halftime at East Kentwood High School. It's game 6 of 7 on the day. We're so glad you're with us. My name is Chad Bush, Evan Stockton on play-by-play. If you would please follow us on social media. We've got our YouTube channel, which you're watching on now. Thank you so much for doing so. If you would subscribe for free, we'd be forever grateful. You can find us also on TikTok, the Gram, X, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can also join our sponsorship team today. If you'd like to be a sponsor on our broadcast, starting to get a lot of views and likes and love. Thanks to all of you. We appreciate it very much. You can email us if you'd like to contact us, call us, feedback. We'd love to hear from you. info@theprepsports.com. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be the new head football coach at East Kentwood to join us live. Ty Spencer is next on the Prep. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to halftime at the Gotta Get It Classic. Proud to have 7 games today. Right now, Warren Lincoln with a 1-point lead over Grand Rapids Christian in a battle of number 1 and number 2 in Division II. And we got a special guest, a familiar friend of the program, all the way from Detroit to East Kentwood. Here he is, Ty Spencer.
What's going on, man?
How are you, man? Great to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The newest head coach of East Kentwood football, and you guys are building a dynasty over here. You had a good run at King. You've had a chance to settle in over the last month and a half.
Sort of. A couple weeks, actually, for me, because I started January 8th.
Okay.
So, yeah, just everything still settling in, man. But it's been fun.
Early impressions of East Kentwood.
Yeah. Just real supportive of the community, the administration. Everybody's supportive, man, and lots of kids here. You know, freshman campus got 1,000 kids in it. This place here has 2,000 kids in it. You know, the middle school's on campus. I mean, it's a lot, man. So just to have that atmosphere and be a part of it is fun.
Your alma mater, Detroit King, you still love. There's no hate. It's all love.
All love.
Clear
Just
that
came
up,
back
would
from
you? Yeah.
Just came back from talking to Coach Ward and the boys after a great win against Northview. And, you know, again, those guys, man, they're doing great. Still check up on them, man. They're doing good in the weight room. I mean, those guys will win Division III next year, and there's no doubt about it.
Tell us about the process of building your program and where it's at now and where it's headed.
Yep, just setting the foundation, setting the culture, expectations, you know, and building relationships with the guys and the whole student body here at East Kentwood, even the teachers and everybody. So we're still growing and building, but I like what we're doing, man, and the kids are willing.
This is the Gotta Get It Classic. Mike Thomas, the head basketball coach, was very excited when you came on. You two have become fast friends over the last few weeks. Talk about that relationship and how you guys can work together.
Great guy, wants to win, wants to build culture. You know, we were just talking about culture the other day and mindset, and you know, just a great guy. You know, state champion himself, and you know, he's a grinder, man, and you could tell just, you know, by him putting this on, man, and how this is great for the west side of the state. So just proud of the things that he's doing.
Ty Spencer's one of the best chess players in the building tonight, I promise you. Have you found any solid competition on the west side of the state to match you in chess?
Not yet. I haven't even asked if they even have the team yet, which is going to be fun. I need to ask somebody so I can see where I'm at with these guys.
Yeah, you need to teach that class.
Right.
That'll
be fun.
You're not just the head football coach. You do have another role in this school. Explain that.
Student development, academic engagement for the student body. I'm really focusing on the athletes, but I'm here for everybody. So any student going through anything, need any help academically, socially, or mental health wise, you know, they can come see me. Usually they come during their lunch, and we kind of get a plan for them. So it's fun and exciting, man, just to kind of get to know these students here.
The left side of the state is lucky. They've gained Ty Spencer, a Detroit native, the new head coach at East Kentwood High School. Hey, we should make a trip out and do a game.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right.
Rockford, week 9.
Let's do it. All right. Let's start big.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Sir.
Best of luck. I know you're going to continue to do awesome things.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate your time. That's by Ty Spencer, head football coach at East Kentwood. We're coming back with basketball and the second half of Grand Rapids Christian and Warren Lincoln right after these.
Second half start should be an outstanding second half. Two of the best teams in Michigan in high school basketball, definitely two of the best in Division II. A 1-point difference as we start the second half. Shot off Johnson, reload. Hooser the second, kaboom! Grand Rapids Christian back in front.
Hooser with his 5th point, not shy. That's a triple. Third of the game for Christian.
Overall, what'd you make of that first half between these two guys?
Just a efficient played basketball game. Very clean, a lot of athletes. Well played, the best played game of the day by far.
Absolutely.
Fun to watch.
Great block from behind, by the way, on that last drive by Nate Johnson. I swear, between Johnson, Uwinga, and Ponsa, Thompson, there was just athleticism jumping out of the gym for Grand Rapids Christian.
Everywhere. And it was a bit unassuming. I mean, Nate Johnson kind of burst on the scene with some nasty swats quickly.
Culliver spinning and traveling. Going back to Grand Rapids Christian.
A couple other things that did stand out since you asked. 8 different Grand Rapids Christian Eagles scored in the first half. That's a lot for a high school basketball game. Nobody with more than 6 points. 9 points for Bozeman to lead the way for Lincoln.
Uwinga for Goodike. Hook shot good. This is about as large a lead as Grand Rapids Christian has had all night.
It is, in fact.
Team that comes in undefeated. Moses Blackwell throws it out to his brother Marcus. Marcus just couldn't find enough space to shoot.
You're seeing adjustments, and you're seeing a matchup zone for Grand Rapids Christian, and they're helping on Blackwell.
Barden met by Uwinga. His pass was tipped. 5 on the shot clock. Marcus Blackwell. Step back jumper, no good. Moses Blackwell the rebound out of nowhere. Now driving baseline and finishing. What a big sequence that could be.
Brother's got his back. Great sequence. Snuck the ball right out of there, ripped it, and finished the right way.
Grand Rapids Christian hot offensively to start this second half. Goodike's been a part of it. Double coming. Kick Hoosier. Willis, no good, but got the rebound again, and Goodike lost the ball. Blackwell throws it ahead. Culliver fouled by Johnson.
Lincoln so active with their hands. They've got them high. They've got them in the right places, the right alleys. Just very well positioned. And they get a rip here and a run out. Just when you thought Christian was going to get an easy bucket down low. There's a look at it. The block, that's a foul. And that's going to go on Nate Johnson, and that's notable. But just the first for Nate.
Kind roll for Culliver. 7 for the 6'4" senior. Feels like over half of Lincoln's team is 6'4".
They're big.
Yeah.
Especially for Division II.
Got them both at the line. We are tied again. I have a sneaking suspicion this is not the last time we will be tied.
No, back and forth we go. Lead changes 9 times now.
Owinga the cleanup after the initial block by Bozeman. That's now 8 for Jalen Owinga.
And a good catch, way to stick with it. Kept it on his fingertips. Offensive foul here.
That would be the first on Blackwell if they called a push-off.
Lincoln foul, 34.
Actually called it on Minor, who helped to free him up. That's Owinga cleaning it up.
Another look at it there. See the foul, just the first on Minor.
Owinga with sneakers that are hard to miss. Johnson back to Hoosier. Hand in his face. Goodike, offensive rebound. He's been working darn hard in this third quarter.
He has. He's owned that paint for a good portion of it. Good stick back and stick to itness for 2.
This is our best crowd of the night. I'm sure a few people have filed in early to watch East Kentwood, East Lansing after this. But man, it has been tense in this gym. They are here to watch a darn good basketball game.
Classic. Got to get it.
Minor got the roll, working on Owinga, and Lincoln will take a quick timeout that we will take with them as well. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Lincoln and Grand Rapids Christian in a preview of a ball game that looks like March.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Today's game's proudly sponsored by Miller Johnson Attorneys, where the growth in Michigan is at the core of their practice. Miller Johnson Attorneys. Also sponsored by Taylor's Home Care Services, proudly serving individuals with physical and mental disabilities in the West Michigan area since 2012. The mission of Taylor's Home Care Services is to promote a comfortable place for growth.
But they got a turnover there. Instead, it's a foul on the floor. It's on Minor down low as he's trying to hang on to Owinga for dear life. Chad, what do you make of how the first half of this third quarter has gone?
I think it's been a game at which both teams have tried to will themselves in the paint a little bit more, and the Eagles have been more successful. The three-point shots have yet to really be a part of their theme.
Pressure in the corner. Davis trapped. Had to throw it back to Hoosier. He throws cross court. Nate Johnson on the move. Foul after the missed shot. And he's going to the line.
Just the second guy to toe the line and shoot free throws today. And a bit surprised by that. You'd think Grand Rapids Christian would try to get to the paint. They've got guys that do well in the paint. Owinga, one of them. Gedke another one. But just their third and fourth free throw attempts of the night, kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, when you look at both teams, right? Grand Rapids Christian now 3 for 3 after that make. Wydell Henry's team 3 of 6 from the free throw line. At this point in the game, that is not a lot of free throws for either team.
No. Decisive rebounding edge in this game.
Grand Rapids Christian has 9 more than Lincoln does.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't finish that thought.
No, you're good. It's okay.
Brain freeze sometimes.
Hey, we've called 6 games today. We've been here since like 8 in the morning. It's a long day.
Appreciate it.
Still fresh as a daisy, though. Still fresh as a daisy. Blackwell into the corner. His brother Marcus got his defender in the air. Missed the 3. Owinga another rebound. Grand Rapids Christian coming up real quick. Owinga down the paint. Held ball by Blackwell, and the arrow says it's Abe's basketball.
Yeah, the Abes, so impressed with their anticipation and their inability to foul. They reach, they grab, but they rarely get called foul for it. So it's an impressive defensive approach. It's worked well for them.
37-33, Grand Rapids Christian on top. Coming up on 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Johnson down to the deck, lost the ball. Moses Blackwell then lost it, and Goodike threw it down.
Goodike with a salute and a slam. And that gets the crowd rocking behind us as the Christian faithful rise to their feet.
Largest lead of the game for Grand Rapids Christian. Minor had it and lost it, and he saved it. 3 ball, no rebound, Blackwell and a reload.
Eagles should not be giving up second chance opportunities like that in man-to-man defense with their size advantage. Credit Lincoln, though, for the hustle and the grit.
What's changed here? Why is Grand Rapids Christian growing the lead right now?
The Eagles are forcing turnovers and converting in the fast break and open court. And they've just taken advantage more of turnovers, I believe, at this point.
Goodike, after that big-time throwdown, sits on the bench. He deserves it. Moses Blackwell, checked by Tyler Davis.
Fun matchup.
Yeah. Handoff Culliver, spinning, and finding a teammate who got blocked. Barden was blocked by Grand Rapids Christian, who's had a block party at the rim a lot tonight.
I think that was Nate Johnson who got him. But wow, what rim protection. You got Amponsa, you got Nate Johnson, and you got the big boy, Owinga.
Davis put his defender on shakedown street. The lead keeps growing for Grand Rapids Christian.
What a rip drive and finish. Boy, we haven't seen that kind of burst out of him yet. Jets.
Feels like a danger spot for Warren Lincoln right now.
Big time.
Culliver. Bouncing to Clements. Back to Culliver. Rebound Clements. No one boxed him out.
Lincoln's so good on the offensive glass in this game. 8 offensive rebounds.
Blackwell draws a foul on Hooser as Moses slashed inside.
I wonder where is Demarion Bozeman? He's been such a big part of this game. I think he's a big part that hasn't been included in the second half. And he's on that bench with 9 points. I think he's a missing ingredient right now.
I haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of number 4 with that bright red hair.
Yeah, you know when you see him, and we haven't seen him.
Minor spun by Goodike and then drew another foul. So Warren Lincoln going to the line here.
It's a working man's kind of day for Minor offensive linemen. As Evan told you earlier, he's also a good basketball player, and they're going to rely on him if they're going to make a run in the D2 tournament to play the post.
For a big dude, that's a pretty good looking stroke from the free throw line.
It is. Good durability as well, energy. Big guys like that seem to be loafing at times, holding their knees. This kid's in good shape too.
Minor got them both. Owinga is back off the floor, by the way, for Grand Rapids Christian. Davis inside, threw it right to Blackwell.
5th steal today for the Abes.
Moses to Marcus. Blackwell, floater, no. Rebound, Nate Johnson, who I swear has electric and elastic arms. He just stretches for days.
And about 30 rebounds, it feels like.
Rare mistake by Grand Rapids Christian. That's a throwaway. Turnover.
Under a minute to go in this third, Evan. 7-point game. It would feel a lot better if Lincoln was within a possession or two before the break.
Grand Rapids Christian and Warren Lincoln have been darn close the entire game. Grand Rapids Christian, one of their largest leads right now. Blackwell with space. Never give that man that much space.
He's hit a couple from the parking lot. That's another one. 8 points for the point guard.
Now a little bit of pressure from Moses. Grand Rapids Christian got to get it over. They do with Amponsa. Nate Johnson, the size and the ability to handle the ball that far away from the basket. Now he's spinning in the paint, throwing up a miss. Amponsa rebound and a foul.
Both teams really starting to go after that basketball and attack the offensive glass. Rewarded here with shots. Johnson getting himself in the lane. That's a big foul on the floor.
It's the 3rd foul on Minor. Austin Amponsa, the 6'5" senior at the free throw line. Already seen him throw down one big dunk tonight. The fans behind us said the over-under was 6 dunks. How many? 4? 5?
I think we're at 4. 4 dunks. They don't know what we're talking about. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Wydell Henry has chosen to check in. Kamari Barden at 6'6", the senior, and Bozeman at 6'5". A couple guys that can shoot it and do some different things.
Got a few ticks to work here. Inbound, Marcus Blackwell. Throwing into the corner, desperation 3, up, no good. Who in the world was boxing out Bozeman? Clearly nobody. He was
Bozeman.
all alone.
Sorry, partner. He's the answer. I requested it, and he came through. This young man's put himself in position all night. He's a gamer. The Orchard Lake St. Mary's transfer showing out in GR tonight.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Eric Taylor in his 6th season as the head coach at Grand Rapids Christian. He also works at the school. Dean of Student Life. Former women's basketball head coach at Grand Rapids Community College. Spent 4 years as an assistant at Grand Rapids Christian. And now, Chad, this is one of the best teams he's had at Grand Rapids Christian. Leading Warren Lincoln as we go to the 4th quarter in a game that all day, all night has felt like March. And I think we're coming right down to the wire like a good game in March.
I think you're right. He's had some really good teams here, and this might be his best. But they turn it over out of that timeout. Wydell Henry's group is ready and raring defensively.
What's the key for Lincoln in this 4th quarter to come back and win?
I think Lincoln has to hit some shots, and they've got to have this guy, Moses Blackwell, run the point, not turn the basketball over. That's the key. no turnovers, and get this Bozeman kid going again.
Down low to the big man Minor, to Marcus Blackwell. Halfway down and out.
Tough luck miss. Good form. He's been pretty quiet since the first half, though.
Yeah, Marcus stuck on 7. His brother Moses has 8. Goodike trying to get it inside to Owinga. That got shut off. Now they get it back into him. Kicking it outside Willis. Goodike lost the ball to Barden.
It was a late close by Bozeman. They got lucky.
Moses Blackwell gets his defender on skates and kicks it out. Bozeman not even close. Leaking out Johnson ahead of the pack and throwing it down. Plus the contact.
How about the outlet pass to set it all up? What a beauty. The throw ahead and then the rip attempt by Bozeman that Johnson was not going to be denied on. Emphatic hammer. Great shot from our camera that Alex Westfall set up back there earlier this morning. We arrived at 7:15. Some of us arrived at 7:28. No names.
If you want to find out who that was, just text Jeff.
I say that with a grin because I was on time for the 3rd time in my life today. So I had to rub it in.
I'll find out what the other 2 times were at a different time.
Oh, my wife will remember.
Back up to a 5-point game, by the way, for Grand Rapids Christian. Johnson made the free throw. Blackwell met by Willis. Stays on this end, but Grand Rapids Christian has had Marcus Blackwell in their sights the whole second half.
6th block of the game. Eagles are long, lanky, and we've seen the snipes by Lincoln, but it's been the Eagles that have had the blocks to match the steals. 6 aside. Both these defenses, I mean, just a clean play game. It's not dirty. It's just a clean physical defense both ways.
I mean, between the last game we had, King and Northfield, and now this game, Grand Rapids Christian and Lincoln. Back-to-back games where it's tough to find high school basketball in this state played at a better level.
No doubt. And I mean, it came in advertised and billed as one of the best games, if not the best of the day. Number 1 versus number 2, and it just hasn't disappointed.
Blackwell throws out to Bozeman. Now Moses Blackwell on a tough catch. He fell down, found Bozeman, and the rebound was tapped right back to him.
Fresh 35.
Can Warren Lincoln take advantage? Blackwell with the airspace, and you bet they can take advantage.
That's a bad man. Blackwell's got it. He's got the it thing. His brother had it in the first, but Zero has it in the second. One from deep is 3rd of the game. Here come the Abes in GR.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
This is a tight basketball game between 2 really good teams that feels like a playoff game. And that man is not going to be rattled by any situation. Wydell Henry won a state title coaching the Pershing Doughboys back in 09, now in his 6th season at Warren Lincoln. He's got a darn good team this year, Chad, and a darn good test in front of him down the stretch against one of the state's best, Grand Rapids Christian.
Yeah, lost to Eisenhower, lost to St. Mary's, but they have been really good this year, the Blackwell boys and Bozeman and company.
Quentin Willis shook free of a couple of guys. This is Johnson on the drive. Tough roll off. Rebound Minor. Culliver on the move. Now Blackwell soaring to the rim. Tough roll off. Barden, big rebound. Blackwell, another shot fake. Rebound to Winga.
By the way, did you see that Wydell Henry likes to ballroom dance in his free time?
That's a big man getting after a little ballroom dancing.
Fancy feet on that man. You ever ballroom dance?
No. And I'm not about to start.
Tonight's your night and your time in Grand Rapids. We'll find out the hot spot.
Goodike throws it up, no good. As Barden apparently drew a whistle, and Goodike committed a penalty before that, a turnover, giving the ball back to Warren Lincoln. Anyway.
Oh, what a game. 5 minutes left. 2-point game. Here's another look. But the Goodike back down. And the offensive foul. Did they get a travel or offensive foul?
I think they got a travel.
Travel.
Under 5 to go. Two of the best in the state have been airtight all night. Moses Blackwell, oh my goodness, he hit it back from the 3-1-3.
Oh man, how about Moses? Such a clutch three.
Bozeman tipped it out of bounds. Wydell Henry liking what he's seeing from his team. They were down by a pretty healthy margin earlier in this half.
It was an 8-point deficit just a moment or two ago. Look at the Blackwell triple from 30. Splash City.
Lose that man at your own peril. Timeout Grand Rapids Christian. 4.5 to go. Do not go anywhere. A preview of March in January at East Kentwood.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Heck of a ball game between two really good teams. Grand Rapids Christian, Warren Lincoln going blow for blow, and still over half of the fourth quarter remaining.
What a fun one to watch, Evan. It's been a pleasure. This has been the gem of the tournament. We had a great one last game.
Barden the steal. Last game, King won on a last-second shot. This one feels like it's going right back that way. Wydell Henry saw that Moses Blackwell was trapped along the baseline, and he burns one of those timeouts he's got left.
Yeah, we got a final score to pass along. Jam Jan's been working hard on the score lines, and Stony Creek wins the Battle of Rochester this afternoon, 72-59. That's a final. We will cover Stony Creek and Rochester Adams in the next upcoming weeks. There's been 4 dunks in this game. The fans behind us have set the over-under at 6. That's greatly anticipated. But this is a matchup of two teams that have played outstanding. 1-point lead for Lincoln right now. When you've had Blackwell hit these kind of clutch shots, we haven't really seen him attack. I think now the approach has to change. You'd love to see him set up. You got the deep distance going. Now start attacking. He's got enough guys around the rim that if he can't finish, his brother might be able to. And they've got Bozeman and others to help kick out perhaps when there's pressure.
Well, you just made a good point about Warren Lincoln. I mean, all of us coming in, this is the first time you and I have covered Warren Lincoln so far this year. You hear a lot about the Blackwell twins, and Moses has been awesome with the 14 points. But Demarion Bozeman with 11 points. The big guy, Minor down low, has chipped in 6 quality points. It's a night where Lincoln hasn't scored quite as many points as I think they would like to, but their length has given Grand Rapids Christian all kinds of problems.
Big time problems. And just the athleticism and the activity and knowing where to put the high hands.
Moses Blackwell nearly hit another one from a different area code. Grand Rapids Christian can breathe.
That was from the 269.
Under 4 minutes remaining. 1-point lead for Warren Lincoln. Nate Johnson throws to Hooser. 10 on the ticker for Grand Rapids Christian. Nate Johnson lost it, got it back. Throws it outside. Tyler Davis just throws it up in time. No good. Bozeman the rebound.
Masterful defensive set for Lincoln. Everything was in place, no second chance opportunities.
Warren Lincoln up by 1, coming up on 3 minutes to go. Moses Blackwell nearly lost the ball. A held ball, and the arrow keeps it on this end with Lincoln.
Yeah, you'd like to see Blackwell just attack there and maybe blow by instead of avoiding. He did get caught in a crossover, slipped and fell. Moisture on that floor. Been a lot of games today.
Bozeman the catch in front of his bench. Into the corner it goes with Moses Blackwell. Marcus bouncing to Culliver, off the deck, up, no good. And Uwinga snatches down that rebound.
Oh, that one hurts. From 5 feet out, well executed, just didn't finish it with a shot.
Jalen Uwinga lost the ball. He hasn't really looked like himself all night long.
He hasn't, and Tamarian Minor's a big part of that with his post defense.
Moses Blackwell on the way up, lost the ball, tipped out of bounds by Grand Rapids Christian.
Love the attack. They're starting to get up in his face. He's hit that three-point shot, blow by. Took it himself. He was in trouble. Defense collapsed. Would have loved to seen him kick it. We'll see what they do on this ball out of bounds play.
All the way into the backcourt it goes. Blackwell actually collided with Tyler Davis. Moses saying, give me a little room. Bozeman from Marcus Blackwell. Under 10 on the ticker. Marcus Blackwell lost the ball to Hooser, and a foul on the floor.
It's a bailout. Not saying it's the wrong call, but oh no, they're going to get, I apologize, that is on Lincoln after the steal. Reach in after it was swiped. I saw that differently. Bozeman will check out.
Okay, so down the stretch here, right? Grand Rapids Christian down by 1. With the night that Uwinga's had, just the 8 points, low by his standards, who are they looking to offensively to get these buckets they need to get a win?
It's a great question. They're very forward heavy with their stars and the guys that are their real difference makers. I like 11 in this case. I like Tyler Davis, who's come in off the bench. Malachi Hooser would be my second option.
Hooser has 5. Goodike 12. Uwinga, their best big, 8 points, 6 rebounds.
Just can't have a turnover here if you're Christian. No turnovers.
Hooser with space and a 3, no good. Nate Johnson, what a rebound. Hooser. Rebound, Barden amidst 2 different Grand Rapids Christian players, and a whistle.
What a big boy rebound by Barden. Second chance. You just knew the Eagles were going to knock it down. Then Barden came in and swiped it off the glass. Big stop after 2 bullets were fired by the Eagles.
Friendly reminder for you, we have a shot clock here today, 35 seconds, so we're not going to get any of that stalling, at least for a little bit.
Ooh, dangerous pass, cross court, converted.
Marcus Blackwell, the bounce to Minor, back out to Moses. The crowd rises and waits for what happens here.
Little 3-man weave to get an open look and open lane here.
Moses Blackwell for Culliver. No call. Kick. Bozeman 3, not there. Rebound battled for and found by Grand Rapids Christian.
Fine defense played there. Locked down. Zip sealed.
Timeout, Eagles.
Grand Rapids Christian burns one of those timeouts they've got left. Just over a minute to play. And Eric Taylor trying to find the winning recipe. This is not a playoff game. It's just a regular season game. But man, if you're both these teams, aren't you glad to be playing in a game like this before it gets real in a few weeks?
This is exactly what both these teams wanted to do. Play somebody with the kind of style that they have. These 2 teams could meet. I believe it would be in the semifinal. But this is something that it's impressive to watch and see. There you see East Lansing, the #1 team in the state of Michigan by many, and they're getting ready to take on East Kentwood, the host of the Gotta Get It Classic. We'll call that one next.
That will be an outstanding end to the day. The last two games, last game between King and Grand Rapids Northview, King wins on a shot with a second to go. And now here, this game that we were hoping would be this good between two teams that are maybe the best in Division II, two of maybe the best 10 teams in all of Michigan. It's come right down to the final minute. It's really been fun to be here.
It really has. You look at the NPR, Christian #2 behind Orchard Lake St. Mary's overall in all divisions. An impressive team. We're seeing why today.
Biggest possession of the night for both teams. Where does Grand Rapids Christian go as they try to keep this perfect season alive? Tyler Davis. Fall away. Jay, what a monster shot.
Oh, the clutch shot with 50 seconds to go. Johnson, that's the guy. Big time shot.
Tyler Davis poked it away, and they call 10 seconds. What a time for that to happen.
Things are starting to unravel, and these are moments that Lincoln was concerned about. They lost a close game to Eisenhower, lost a close game to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, and this is one that they feel they need to get to feel like they get over a hump, and Blackwell can't take care of this basketball. 10-second violation. Credit the backcourt defense at Davis.
Warren Lincoln got to think about fouling quick here. Owinga was finally fouled by Culliver's active hands.
Yeah, they'll put the big boy at the line. Owinga, 8 points, 6 rebounds. And he has not attempted a free throw in this game. Just 4 of 8 from the floor. No free throws here.
Yeah. 3 team fouls on Warren Lincoln. They got to foul 2 more times. And timeout, Grand Rapids Christian with just about 28 seconds left.
2 free throws will come at some point, but the lack of fouling throughout the quarter has burned Lincoln. They're going to have to hurry up and foul. This is an interesting scenario now. It's anybody's ballgame. It's a 1-point lead for Christian. They have the momentum. They've hit the extra shots. They've gotten better bounces in 50-50 balls. And their energy's a little better right now. It's turnovers. And you can't give the ball up and get a backcourt violation. A veteran like Blackwell knows better. But credit Christian for forcing it. They've tightened up defensively and done some nice adjustments. Credit Coach Taylor.
So as we look at both huddles trying to solve this Rubik's Cube down the stretch of the game, what I'm wondering on the other side for Grand Rapids Christian is you got to inbound it at least a couple of more times because Warren Lincoln's got to foul you a couple of more times. So if you're Grand Rapids Christian, who do you want with the ball and eventually to take these really important free throws?
I think Nate Johnson's the guy. It's kind of been his game. He's been comfortable with the ball. He's made clutch plays. He's been ball secure. I like Johnson with the basketball. No need to change that for the Eagles.
One of the best in the state on the ropes against another team that's one of the best in the state.
They got to foul 4 more times. Am I reading that right? Just 1 foul.
Inbound, Hooser dribbling away. Rolls to Goodike as Grand Rapids Christian playing keep away. Oh my goodness, did they throw it away? They did.
Wise decision not to foul. A forced turnover, a boo-boo. The Abes force it. And Wydell Henry wants to talk it over after a fresh set of downs.
And that decision, that turnover is all the more shocking because all 5 senior starters for Grand Rapids Christian on the floor, that's the guy you said should have the ball, Nate Johnson. I don't know, watching the replay, that may have gone off of Barden, but I think the point still remains. Why are you making that pass?
That is the point, and it's a good one. However, I want to see that again You thought it might have gone off of Barden. I thought it might have been tipped initially by the on-ball defender. And we'll get another look at it in a second, but I mean, I thought it could have been tipped twice, but at least once by one of the players. And interesting. Let's get another look here. So there you see Nate Johnson, and here you see the ball and the defender in Culliver. I think Culliver gets a hand on it there. You can't quite see it. It's a little tight, but that is, there you go. That's a good, yeah. It touched both players, I believe, Evan. So it should have been out. If you miss one, you miss one. That hit both. And so an interesting call, but nobody's going to care. There's no instant replay in high school sports.
All right, so now Warren Lincoln's got a shot to win the game. Who are you going to?
Moses Blackwell. This is Moses Blackwell's game. He's going to kick. I think they'll trap him. They'll get him into a corner. It's up to him to make the right pass, not turn this ball over.
We will get East Kenwood and East Lansing about 20 minutes after this one ends. When this one ends is still to be decided.
Keep an eye on the guy who's inbounding, Bozeman. I think the pass ends up going to Bozeman or to Marcus Blackwell.
Here we go. Two of the best in the state coming down the wire. Fouls to give for Grand Rapids Christian. And Johnson wraps up Blackwell.
Yep, that is the team's fourth, I believe. The second, okay. My bad.
And obviously, that's something that Warren Lincoln's got in the back of their mind right now. Going into the backcourt to Marcus Blackwell. Coming up the floor. There's another one of those fouls to give.
At some point, you've got to try to get the ball in a position where you can shoot the ball because time's going to run out. They need to inbound the ball near the rim and try to get a shot up. If this continues, GRC can run the clock out. So they've got to realign their strategy, and Wydell Henry's doing that right now.
Third team foul just a second ago on Grand Rapids Christian. Bozeman to inbound to Marcus Blackwell. Under 10 seconds remaining to his brother Moses Blackwell. There's the fourth team foul with 5.7 to go.
So no fouls to give, 5.7 seconds left. And here we go. Wydell Henry wants to talk it over one more time.
Racing hearts all throughout this gym. I'm sure a lot of you folks watching on your TV, watching on your phone right now, watching on your computer, have your hearts going into your throat too. I mean, what a game, really. Like, two of the best teams in Division II, two of the best in the state, a pair of teams that we fully expect to see at the Breslin Center in a couple of months. This game has been a grind at times. It's been tight, it's been low scoring, but it's been a really great night of high school basketball.
Yeah, it's been pretty crispy. And we've seen turnovers, but it doesn't feel like a sloppy game. And it feels a lot like these two teams are the best in Division II, and fittingly, they're 1 point away from each other with 5 seconds left.
What are you thinking here for Lincoln, now the fact that Grand Rapids Christian has committed those 14 fouls?
I think you put the ball into the hands of number 2 or number 0, and you let him drive. And you let him kick. You got Bozeman in the corner if you need him, and you got your other shooter in the other corner, Barden, if you need him.
Here we go. 5 seconds on the clock. Do the Abes have a little pixie dust? Throw in to Blackwell, got tipped. Marcus has got to go. 2 seconds and 1. He threw it to the corner. The shot is good. Are you kidding me? Minor, the center, got it. And Warren Lincoln wins.
2-game winners. 2-game winners, a 3 at the buzzer in the corner, trailing by a point. We believe it's Tamarian Minor, but we couldn't see. He got mobbed, and it is indeed Tamarian Minor. How about it? Our player of the game with a game winner.
That is a 6'5", 300-pound senior center who has been offered by a lot of schools to play college football on the offensive line. Of all of the guys to hit the shot to win the game, remarkable. We're back to wrap it up after this.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Well, we told you at the top of the broadcast, that's two of the best high school basketball teams in Michigan, and my goodness, did that game live up to it. Warren Lincoln beats Grand Rapids Christian in a classic. Tamarian Minor, the 6'5", 300-pound center who's moonlighting as a basketball player. He's a really good football player. Just hit the game-winning shot on a three ball from the corner. Tamarian, thanks for joining us. One.
Yep.
Two, when you got that ball in the corner and you threw it up, what in the world were you thinking about?
Man, I was just thinking, man, we didn't really score that like the last few possessions. We got good shots but couldn't hit nothing. So, man, it came to me, I shot it. That's what it was.
What were you thinking before you got that basketball? You're probably the fourth or fifth option, and you end up with it. What was going through your head?
After every time out, I said, when we came out, I said, break, win. And that's what we did.
How good can this team be? You just faced the #1 team in Division II. What's ahead for you guys?
Man, it's all right. We was just there, so anybody can get knocked off. We coming. That's all I got to say.
You know, what I'm wondering about, too, is you guys have already played some really good teams. You played West Bloomfield. You played St. Mary's. A lot of good teams already. How do you think those teams and those games prepared you to play Grand Rapids Christian literally down to the last second?
It really wasn't no preparing. It's just games. We got to keep playing. Everybody's good, so can't take no team light. At first we was the 100. I mean, but now at first we was 100, but now we the 100. So that's what it is.
And the last one. This is a huge win. People will notice that you just beat Grand Rapids Christian. What do you want the entire state of Michigan to know about you guys after that win tonight?
Oh, we win the state championship. That's all.
That's a confident guy.
You heard it here first.
Why wouldn't you be? You just hit a buzzer-beating three-pointer. Tamarian Minor, congratulations, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Congrats.
What a win for Warren Lincoln. The A's knock off Grand Rapids Christian in a classic at the Gotta Get It Classic. And somehow, we still have one more game to go. East Lansing, one of the best teams in the state, against East Kentwood. For Chad and the whole crew, Evan Stockton saying thanks, but come on back. We got one more game to go. What a remarkable game that was.